puedo volver a jugar Genshin Impact. Y al fin puedo ir a la región, que es la de acá. Ah, esto es el primer acto. Nueva región, allá voy. A ver, tengo que ir acá a ver un discurso.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding.
Yeah.
They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Yeah.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to... Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core
¿Cómo
itself.
estás?
Although these 3 items are rare,
Gracias.
I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if,
Aquí
but of when.
viendo,
I take the saying, time is money,
supuestamente quiero ir
more
a
seriously than
la nueva
most.
región. ¿Qué sale?
Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition,
Vi en la
the
transmisión, a
first
ver.
3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much.
¿Se ve bien? ¿O está un poco mal en directo? Ay.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's
Okay.
get
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think?
¿De
Interested?
verdad puedo preguntar cualquier cosa?
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Quizás puede preguntar sobre mi hermana.
Really? Ooh, the Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again!
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend... The construction of
parte
the
has
Jade
llegado?
Chamber requires a
Sara.
great deal of space. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly ask... Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity present...
Muy bien.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get go. First, we gotta get out of Yujing Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ese es...
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're... As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Ok. Y comenzamos en nuevo acto de abrir riesgo de viento. Interesante. Au. A ver qué sale por ahí. Está por ahí, yo voy a buscar esta acá. Bajando.
Well, you look at that, ma'am. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little in.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something.
Un favor, escribe por WhatsApp. Porfa.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we...
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Es un juego, pero supuestamente estoy bueno que quiero avanzarlo. Y hay muchas cosas que me faltan. Estoy avanzando más la historia principal.
It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about...
I won't...
No more excuses! I know you have money. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of... Then Shinue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we
¿Tienes
are.
Discord?
Perhaps.
¿Miércoles?
Yes.
Boss, I'm telling you, some things...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything.
Oh, you again.
What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians?
Don't be angry, sir.
Sí, claro. ¿Tienes Discord? Vete a ver, ¿estás bien?
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation.
Apunta.
I could have dealt with it myself, though.
J-M-O-R-Z-A-N
I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
Los números son 4272.
This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
¿Lo apuntaste?
Laws?
No soy de hablar de las leyes.
No. Apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
Parecía oír algo extraño.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These
¿Ya?
are my
¿Me mandaste
usuals.
solicitud? Pero todas esas son hierbas medicinales.
Medicinal herbs?
No me llegó
I know
solicitud,
how to
Sarita.
explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal.
Te confirmo el Discord y no hay nada.
Can't work on an empty stomach.
A ver,
Do you think
te lo voy a escribir
Shenhe
por ahí,
might be
Katia. No
in
me voy a
Olympic?
chat. No puedo.
Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't
Ya mira,
seem to get how things work here. If If she is an adeptus,
A ver,
that would
te explico.
explain
Es
maybe- Where does
el
she
nombre de
fit
mi
in with the
personaje.
other adepti, though?
¿Ves el nombre? Está ahí acostado. J Morzán 22. Ya. Copia eso, pero en minúscula. Ya. Por eso, cuenta de Discord. Copia eso, J Morzán 22. Después pones el numeral. Y los números son 4272. O es que ya te tengo en Discord, no lo sé. Supuestamente, claro. Porque no me llegó nada. No tengo nada tuyo, claro. Sarai. Creo que no te tengo. ¿Sara Rosa? No, debe ser otra. Estoy con mi foto perfil de una carita. Ah, ¿no juegas Genshin Impact? ¿Por casualidad? No lo juegas, ¿no? Ok.
Are you
Bueno,
here to
sí,
buy some herbs? I do
este
hope you brought
juego
your
trata
prescription.
de, digamos, buscar a tu hermana.
Ginseng,
Pero ¿qué
blaze lily,
pasa?
and
Tú
violet
estás
grass,
tú en
please.
un mundo
Half a pound of each.
desolado que tienes
What
que
kind of prescription
recuperar
is this?
de los 7
Sounds more
elementos.
like a lunch order.
Elemento
Here you go. That's everything we
Piro,
have in stock.
Crío, Gio, Anemo, Geo,
Thank you.
Curación y Electro.
She's
Pero tienes que
really
mantenerte
eating them.
por las 7 regiones. Hasta el momento se han actualizado y
My
van
hunger has now abated.
4. Y
Rather
esta es
awful.
supuestamente la historia principal donde voy a ver la cuarta
Though they
región.
were not completely
So, how can you chow down on thieves and
¿Quieres
barely
conversar
touch the
conmigo por el
restaurant
Discord?
food?
Si lo apuntas
I've
acá,
had
en serio.
enough, Laura. Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order.
because I'm not
Y
sure
dentro
whether
pues,
I
de
will
tu
remain
aventura,
here in
bueno,
the future.
te enfrentas contra una tipa. En el
The food of the
primera,
mortal realm
bueno,
is most
en
delicious.
la intro peleas
But
contra
should I
alguien,
return to
peleas
the
con tu
mountains,
hermana.
yearning
Pero
for the
ahí,
food
bueno,
here
tú
shall
escoges
only
o
pose
quieres
an
ser
obstacle to
el
my
hermano
continued
o la
spiritual
hermana.
development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is
¿De
enough.
cuál? ¿Hacerle fandom? ¿Fandom de cuál? ¿De esto?
That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh,
¿Fandom de qué quieres hacer?
Paimon almost forgot. We can, and now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard some.
Yep. You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win. Were you interested in the contest too?
Hagamos algo.
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had
Agrégame
no
en el
intention of
Discord.
joining a contest.
En serio.
However, you have shown me your
Y
kindness,
vemos
and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
cómo hacemos, ¿sí?
Don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow. You really don't
Okay,
have
más o
to.
menos.
But having
Me
an
mando solicito.
adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
A ver, hagamos algo.
Then let's not delay. I have a
Pásame
plan.
tu Discord y yo te agrego, ¿sí?
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what we simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently...
Nico! That is not acceptable! No-
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict...
Look, we want to win this competition. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baihu? What are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low
¿Estás
at the
ahí?
store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
A ver,
Huh?
hagamos
How
algo.
come Lady Ningguang needs so much
Escribe ahí
wound
tu
dressing all
Discord
of a sudden?
y yo te agrego.
I'm not
Sí,
too
porque tengo que
sure.
ahorita mi celular.
I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for... Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes?
¿Estás ahí?
There is some mention of it in the 7 mountain treatises. When activated, sunset vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all sunset vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome.
No toca ir ahora. Okay. Alguien me está hablando, pero no sé quién es. Ajá. Amiga, ¿estás ahí? ¿Será
Mr.
ahí?
Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of sunset vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well?
Uy, 2 personas, genial.
The truth is, the Feiyun we are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Es demasiado.
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Hola, ¿qué pasó?
Who?
Yo tampoco sé quién es.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaker, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently.
¿Así?
They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each
ya
other,
dice que eres tú.
I'm now fairly certain that it is
Te
situated
digo, yo
in
me
the
suscribí a
Lisha
tu canal.
area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea
¿Y
Gazer
por
was
qué no
very
lo tengo agregado, en
open-minded.
serio?
Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him. Open-minded?
Te
I
tengo
have
por
not heard
WhatsApp,
of
¿verdad?
Sea Gazer
No.
being described in this way before.
Hola.
May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out
No,
in the
creo que
mountains.
no. Creo que me bloqueaste.
All right then, let's go.
Creo que me bloqueaste, creo, dije.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms.
Ah,
Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please,
¿y qué
be
tal,
very
Sarita?
careful.
¿Qué cuentas? ¿Cómo te
Okay,
ponen estos
we
días?
will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
A ver, voy a continuar en el juego y... a ver qué pasa. Ah, Sarita, por cierto, ahora que me acuerdo de algo, pasaron muchas cosas, pero creo que pero lo estoy superando. Sí, perdón por todo, ¿sí? No me acordé. Sarita, ¿te ves ahí? Hola. Bueno. Sarita, ¿estás ahí? Bueno, ¿qué te puedes hacer? No te quiero acá, ¿no? ¡Uy! Bien, ¿dónde es acá?
What? Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Deja de Paimon echarle un vistazo al lugar de decisión, ya. Wow. Cambio de clima.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around.
Ok, empezamos a buscar.
Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Ok, ¿dónde tengo que ir? Sigan. No, mira que tengo que girar esto, sería el combo que lo siga. ¡No! No sabe de quién. Genial, ¿es acá? Oh, genial, vamos a desafiar. ¿Será? ¿Y si estás viendo esto? Sarita. Tengo free y empezamos. Bueno, creo que seguiré solo otra vez.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now?
Wow.
Oh, so many clouds. It feels like...
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see! Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
¿Qué piensas?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Bueno, sigo solo otra vez y... ¡Ojo! A ver, ¿esto qué hace?
Transfiguration!
¡Wow! Se me está pasando algo acá. ¿Qué toca hacer? No lo sé. Para allá. Toca seguir el farol. Toca seguir el farol.
Manifest! Transfiguration! Obey!
¿Qué tengo que hacer? Ah, era eso. ¿Algo era eso? Mira aquí más arriba. ¿Tú quieres conectar mi celular? Hola, zorrito, gracias. ¿Cómo estás, zorrito? ¿Qué? No hay problema.
Witness the power of Gugwa! Manifest!
Acá, te toca aquí. Flash. Ah.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Unleash! Cryo incarnate!
Enhanced animal module 75. Absorption test. Animal test.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Lightning blast! Thunder blast!
No, my sword! Manifest! Obey!
Muerto, muerto, muerto. Ese es el núcleo. ¡Ah! Me caí. ¡Uy!
Is everyone okay?
Sí, estoy bien. ¿Y tú estás bien?
The Sirius disappeared beneath the clouds again.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Ahora.
My will embodied. In your dreams.
Ouch. Muerto, 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 muerto.
Manifest.
Absorption test. Stand clear.
Transfiguration.
Pero, ¿en serio? Ahora verás. ¡Auch! Ven, 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 ven,
Animal
ven.
test 6308. Squirrel, Mark 2. Blaze into light.
Unleash! Manifest! Do your master's bidding! Witness the power of Gua!
Muerto, 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 muerto.
Take your true form!
Ya.
Take your true form!
Lightning flash!
Y listo. Creo que ya tengo el núcleo. La ruina.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Luckily, there is a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently.
Ok, nueva zona.
That series on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone
Hola.
wall.
Uy.
Let's take a closer look.
Que ni nada, ¿no? Lo toco. No, sigo solo. Tesoro. Toco.
Unleash!
Acá. Deme. Para acá. Sí. Que ya no se mueve. Ya, toco acá, no se mueve. Toco acá, no se mueve ya. Muy bien.
My will embodied! Take your true form! By ordinance divine! Take your true form! You will regret this! Let me leave you alone.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Obey! Do your master's bidding!
Claro, muerto.
Unleash!
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Absorption test.
Rain outlines your fate.
Take this!
Look, really.
Stand clear.
Rain cutter. I let my guard down.
Yeah. Boing, boing, boom. Blow them all up.
Following thunder! Take this!
Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Squirrel, Mark 2.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Jumpy Dumpty Go!
Cryo incarnate! Manifest! Take your true form!
Listo. ¿En serio? ¿Estás acá? No te veo, ¿ah? Ok, ¿y ahora dónde tengo que ir? Ya.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Wow. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? Mira la mesa. Genial. Hola. Te quiero ver que acá me siento. No hay nada acá. Hola, Joana. ¿Qué tal? ¿Llega la suscribe?
Is this it? Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge!
Parece porque la cámara de Jade también es enorme.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does prostrate reveal
¿Qué
its
tal, Joana?
true.
¿Qué haces?
Wow, Shenhe. You
Oh,
seem to know
gracias.
everything about it.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
¿Quién era tu maestra?
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something.
¿De qué?
If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right?
Mhm.
We'll be dragged up into the sky too. But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a prostrate sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged.
¿Podemos se refiere a ti?
My safety.
Mhm.
That's right. I'm sure you can handle it and everything, but if something, then we've gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Oh, piña.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with
Por
the
cierto,
prostrate.
¿ya pasaste
Let's
esto o
meet at the
todavía
building.
no?
How is Shenhe able to carry that
Misión
huge
completada.
rock all by
¡Uy, cofre! Quiero cofre.
I bet that super strength
Vámonos. día fue el mejor día de mi vida.
We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Tengo que ir a la cámara de Jade otra vez. Bien. LOL, ¿tengo que ir acá? No manches. Me teletransporto aquí. Ratito. Volví a ver. Supongo que los eventos que haga no lo voy a hacer. Creo yo. Muy bien. Llegamos.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap it.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest, but I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
Oye, bueno, fuera de bromas, podemos sorprésate.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there are still...
Y se va.
Just
Joana, ¿estás ahí?
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Whenever
No.
Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
¿Estás bien?
I'm fine.
Hola,
I've been exerting
¿quién
myself
anda
quite a lot
ahí?
ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
No, y se van.
Well,
Alguien entra,
Byron
después se
said that there
va.
are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
Oye, Ana,
When
¿me
you're
escuchas?
hungry, you go and
Podemos
eat
hacer eso a
something
ti.
tasty. And when you're tired, you
Sí,
go
podemos
lie
tener
down.
razón.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Ujú. Au, ¿y ahora dónde tengo que ir? ¿Me escuchaste? Que Paimon se parece a ti. ¿En serio? Tito, quiero ver algo. Quiero ver. Bueno. ¿Y dónde tengo que ir ahora? Tengo que ir allá. Llevo ese año en alojamiento temporal por un descanso. Allá, un alojamiento temporal, ¿no? ¿Dónde es? Mira que sea arriba, ¿cómo que sea arriba? ¿Está arriba? Está abajo. LOL. Sí, a ti. Escucha otra vez. Paimon se parece a ti.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors. So business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Hyman's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Hyman couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before.
Genial.
Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Tarara. Que descanses.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
Hey, isn't that class retainer?
Oh, sí, ¿verdad?
What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
¿Qué es aquí lo de todos de la preservadora de nubes? Joana, vienes a jugar. Vete a ir arriba, pero no puedo. Entiende, tengo que empezar la misión. Me falta un montón, te lo sabes. Hola.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
Muy bien.
So far so good, yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe
Los espectadores, nada más, ¿no?
but also kinda disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe
Me
it'd be
pregunto qué
better
sería
if
el
we
otro
called her by
espectador.
her Adeptus
Hola,
name
¿bien
instead.
ahí?
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point,
Y
you
se
are
fue.
correct. How...
Oh, right.
Justo lo que
Wait,
pensé.
what? You knew already?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from all...
Well, to start with, her problem-solving method...
Ah, yes.
No, ya ni
She
nadie.
was
Bueno.
like this all those years ago when one first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing inside with Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her...
That sounds so deep.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster, that she was able to endure such One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her
¿Quién por
harm
dónde?
did she...
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the gods' wrath...
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a goddess?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age.
Así que cuando dijo maestra te refería a ti.
Indeed. It is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. consumed. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shen-He's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most cured if she handles it admirably. One is willing to be a witness to her achievements. Let us conclude our conversation here for today.
Okay.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Wow.
Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Así que no le gusta que sea como adeptos, ¿no? Ah. Bien, y genial.
Hey, so Shenhe.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Sí.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Cierto.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside.
Ya, ahora
Here's one
lo
for
que
you,
ir.
Shenhe. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Ok, ¿dónde tengo que ir ahora? Ah, lol, o sea, tengo ahora que pasar ese de ahí. La sombra del pasado. El pasado como conmigo. Ah, estos dos van de la mano entonces. Ah, no, un pato más allá de los límites. ¿Te refieres a esta de acá? Sí, no corazón. No me lo creo. Bueno, chicos, creo que para seguir avanzando el arconde voy a tener que avanzar el de acá. Bueno, yo diría que aquí lo voy a dejar. Sí, lo voy a dejar acá nomás. No me queda otra. Menos que... ¿Quién me está llamando? Ah, sí, mi... Alguien a ver. ¿Aló? Hola tía, dime. Yo acá. Gracias, tía. Bien, bien, tranquilo, relajado. Todo normal. Todo normal. Sí, estoy descansando ahorita. No, no es para tanto.